Hey everyone, this is Game Explorer, and I want to give you an update on the Shem base that I always said I would give you an update on, and I just never got around to doing it. So here it is. This is the location in case you haven't seen the first video. And if you haven't seen the first video, I'm going to link that now, so you can go and watch that first, or you can watch it afterwards to see exactly how we got here, how we got set up. But now I want to show you the finished product. This is absolutely my favorite place to build. I've built here twice. You'll see that in just a minute. I'll show you the other base too briefly. But the biggest reason, is it's so easy to defend. The huge pond that's at the entrance makes this place very, very defendable with just a few harpoon turrets, or I guess you can use crossbow turrets if you like. But I don't have to worry about anything. There is nothing that can get through that pond without getting just decimated. Even if it's lightly defended and you have some decent, statted characters on the back end, you'll be fine. It is not something that anywhere else I've built, I've had to really make sure that my characters were well statted before we built and expected to hold it. But here, you get the Black Dragon Ninja attacks. Of course, you have beak things. Their beak things are not a problem at all. They'll never make it through the pond. They'll never make it halfway. The Black Dragon Ninjas on a really big raid, they will make it through. But as soon as I upgrade this watchtower here with the harpoon turrets and the rest of the nodes on the wall there with the harpoon turrets, there's nothing that's going to get through there. Get 4 or 5 people up there, and that's it. It's 100% defended. You don't have to worry about the Black Dragon Ninjas coming in, not just stealing all your food, but deciding to take over the base. And yeah, that's a real problem when you have a raid come in to take over your base and they don't leave. You have to come back and take them out. It's not like you can just go hide and wait for them to leave. They won't do it. So it's important that you defend your base. So I haven't talked about all the other great reasons to settle here in Shem. The food production is great with the arid production. I'm growing wheat and cactus so I can make the dust witch sandwiches. I'm also starting to make some cactus rum here. I'm growing some hemp. So there's plenty of food here. Not to mention the beak things will give you an endless supply of meat. So now what I want to do is give a demonstration of how a setup like this can defend the base. I'm going to switch over to another base that I have. It does not have a watchtower, but it does have harpoon turrets. And we're going to watch a very large Black Dragon Ninja raid. So here we are at the Black Dragon Ninja raid. It's a very similar base setup. Same pond, even. It looks like we have at least 20 Black Dragon Ninjas, if not more. Might be 30 Black Dragon Ninjas in there. I have 4 harpoon turrets. This is the rest of my base. Here's the rest of my characters. It really caught me without my big squad, my really beefy squad. What you're looking at are a bunch, I have the mod, the Recruitable prisoners. And one thing that's really nice about this is if these guys don't die from the harpoon turrets, I'm going to put them in cages, which are actually surrounding this storm house right here. But there's nothing amazing about any of these. These are converted dust bandits and Black Dragon Ninjas, and a few Shek, and I even have a couple guys from the Fog Islands. The heavy fogmen are here. So I need these harpoon turrets to take out as many as they can. You can see there's a lot of Black Dragon Ninjas already floating in the water there, but I'm going to just take everybody I can off of their jobs and put them at the edge of the water and just wait for these guys to step out of the water. Right now, about half of the Black Dragon Ninjas are going to get out of the water, and they just run right past me. As you see, they're going to go steal my food that's in this station right here. Okay, so the fighting's pretty much over. Now I'm just looting the bodies of the Black Dragon ninjas and getting all my food back so I can put it back into my station over here. The guys that do survive, they're being carried off, and I will be putting them in the cages around the storm house, talking to them, converting them, or actually recruiting them. So one of the questions that you may have is, how do you go from having a storm house in Shem to having a setup with all the walls? Well, the best way to do it is to come out here with about 200 building materials. You can also just slowly build it up by putting down your stone mine and your processor and do it really slowly. That's actually how I did this building. I came out here with some so I could build that storm house, but for the most part I just built it gradually. Or, I'm sorry, that's how I built the first base. This base here, I actually came out here with about 200 building materials. And I did build the station, which takes quite a few, and the entire wall structure that you see. And I still had about 50 left over. So you can probably get by with about 150. Okay, that's everything I have for the Shem base update. Let me know if you want to see a base put some other place. Right now, this is my favorite. I've built in Okran's Gulf, which is absolutely terrible. Do not build there. There's just no food. And I've also built in the Fog Islands, which is what everybody says is, oh, that's an easy place. Go build there. It's not. It's terrible. It's you get raided every day, and there's groups of 20, even 30 fogmen that will hit you, not to mention the cannibal raids that will come through. And yes, they do get through. They don't always get defeated. So this is my favorite base. I built here twice, but if you have a better location, let me know in the comments, and I'll see about sending a group over there and setting up a base. Alright, this is Game Explorer, and we'll talk to you soon.